Hello, welcome back to the second episode of Chats with Miss D. Thank you so much to everyone who has already subscribed, who watched the first video. I really do appreciate it. Today, I have a special treat for you. I brought my first best friend. His name is Justin Allen. This is my baby brother, and he has always been very fiscally responsible where I have not. I am a spender. He is a saver, investor. He has taught members of our family, his friends, anyone who will ask him, he is willing to help them get started. And he has tried unsuccessfully to help me be more responsible with my money. So I am taking the opportunity today to sit down and learn some things. And like I said, I'm trying to be the best D that I can be. And I'm bringing you guys along for the journey. So hopefully you can get some tips and tricks to make your money work for you, because it's too hard to come by. So we need to make the most of it. He has walked me through setting up my account with TD Ameritrade. I have put $300 into my account, and I'm gonna let him tell me what we're gonna do with this $300. And I want it double, tripled, quadrupled, flipped 3 ways by tomorrow. No, I'm just playing. But no, he's gonna take it away, and I'm just gonna soak it all in. Here we go.
Well, that's what's up, D'Angelo. Look, I'm proud of you. We finally got you to this point. So I appreciate you having me up on the podcast. And we're going to get you invested in. Like, I've been wanting you to do this so long just because you were finally going to have your money work for itself. Like, you put it in the bank. That $300 that you will put up in your bank.
I could have got my hair done. I could have bought some hair. I could have...
Right. You know, they be getting J's. They be getting the cool grays. You spend $300 on some retros. You know, or other people, they just say, I'm just gonna put this in the bank and just save my money. Well, that's not gonna happen, because they're only gonna get you
45 cents. I got a 45 cents interest payment on.
Yeah, a hundredth of a percent. So that's all that gives you. Whereas, you know what I'm saying, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, historically over the century is going to give you 10%. You know, so if anything, it's $300. If you don't do anything, it's at least going to get you $30 without you really even putting any work in, which is something that a bank will never, ever do for you. So this is a start. I'm like happy about that. So you got your account set up, and it was pretty easy for you.
Yeah.
Like I said, all you had to do was put in your, pretty much your information, birth date, job information, what your net worth was.
They want to know all your business.
Yeah. But it didn't take long. It was like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick.
So we started out with $300, and it's like, how do you build $300? It's like, there's all these companies. Apple, may cost maybe $170, or Tesla, it's cost like $1,000. So a lot of people, they think, man, I don't have the money to do this, but that's not true. There's a whole bunch of other stocks. So you like retail, right?
Love it.
All right. So did you know Citi Trends got stock?
Citi Trends, that's like the hood store?
Citi Trends, yes.
How much is their stock?
Citi Trends, we need to find out real quick. But they had stock, this was like 2-3 years ago, and they were at...
Can I ask a question? So this doesn't really pertain to my financials, but like when they're on the stock market, that means they're like a publicly traded company. And when I buy one stock, I have like I own a percentile.
You have ownership in it. Yes.
That's some boss stuff. I like it.
That's exactly what that is. But we're gonna give a prime example. Like, everybody thinks you have to have a whole bunch of money to grow, and that's just simply a myth. That's not true. because there are companies, always new companies that are innovative, that are just coming on the scene. So we'll use City Trends, for example. You know, in 2020, of March, right after the pandemic had happened, everything had crashed, went down, things were on a major discount. So we were able to afford a lot of things that we may not have been able to in the past.
Yes, the flight prices were low, and now.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So City Trends was at $6.70. And like I said, this was in March 30th of 2020. All right. So let's just say you were back then, you had that same $300, you know, and you know, let's just say I wanted to maybe get, let's say 30 shares. All right. At $6. Yeah, we'll just say $6. Keep it even. So that's $180, right? And what a share is, each share, like I said, that's your partial ownership in that company. The more shares that you have in the company, the more returns that you're able to get. So you always, if you find something good, you want to always add to it. That's the new way of growing your money. It's not adding to your bank account. You add to the investment, the company, and it will grow for you. So each time that you get paid.
So I have a question. So I have 2 savings accounts. Every 2 weeks, I put a certain amount of money in those 2 savings accounts. Sometimes, you know, I have to dip in it a little bit. But so you're saying if I put the money, I can put money into my Ameritrade account instead of, or not put as much in my savings, and that is what I should do?
That's 100% what you should do. Why would you put money to something that is only going to give you 45 cents after a year, when you could put money to something that is at the very minimum going to give you $30, and that's at a minimum? That's the reason why. You know, just the same way that we contribute our paycheck, every biweekly check, to a 401k or IRA. We do that because we know that they're going to match us something. And it's damn sure going to be more than 45 cents or 100%. You know, they're going to get you, what, they match at least 3 to 6%. You know, some companies may do more. And you'll be amazed at what 3 or 6% can do.
I know.
Oh, yeah, because a house does that all the time. A home loan, they'll be happy to get a 3-4% on you because they know what that could do. But that's on a $100,000, $200,000 house. But this is the same thing. That's why you want to add to that company. These are your business. This is your little home. You want to add to that.
So, okay.
So we got a little off topic, but that was a good question, though. That was really a good question. That's why you want to add to it, because it's always going to give you more money than your bank ever will. Stop that. Stop putting your money in banks.
You do need a rainy day fund, people, just in case, you know, your car break down, you need tires, whatever.
Look, it's not going to do it for you. You could put a little portion, like she has said, but you want to put most of your money that you have left over to the investment. So you got a $180 investment, okay?
At City Trends.
You were able to get 30 shares. City Trends. I don't even know who be rocking City Trends, but
people do.
They had went up. So we went from in March 30th all the way to April of 2021. So 13 months. In 13 months, it went from $6.70 to $111. All right. So we take that same 30 shares that we had, we're going to multiply that times $111. That same $180 investment that we had made just a year ago grows into $3,330. That's in 13 months.
And that's when you just leave it in there. You just buy the shares and just leave it? Because if that's the case,
you can do that, but you're gonna watch it. You know, you always want to watch your money. Just how you check your account every day, you're gonna want to check your stock account every day. But in 13 months, that same $180, like I said, grew to $3,330, and you're standing at a net profit of $3,150. All right. So when you can do something like that just off of $180, why wouldn't you take that money and put it into something that is going to grow exponentially? We're not talking 45 cents. We got to get out of that. There's so much more money out here. And that's just, like I said, a very low costing company. So what is that? So we take the net profit, okay, which is $3,150. And we want to have the original investment, which was $180. Let's see. So we take the profit, we divide that by the original investment.
So you had a 17.5%.
No, so that was 1,750% growth from an investment. So that's the type of stuff that's life changing, and it could be life changing for families, generational wealth. Because like I said, a bank is never ever going to get you 1,750% on your money. You know, so that's the type of stuff.
He just said something right here. Let's pause real quick. Talk to the people. Generational wealth. Just, you know, not to be too deep or anything like that, but we as African Americans are behind because of slavery. So this is why I respect my brother so much for sharing this information with whoever will listen, because these are the things that we need to do to try to get an inch to catch up. You know, back in the day, we weren't allowed to buy certain homes. We weren't allowed to go to certain schools, whatever. We all know the story, but I see and I realize how this can be life-changing. And because I do work very hard, I do have a daughter, I have some plans for, you know, my retirement and what I want to do with myself. And I want to be able to make sure that I can give her a push or, you know, a little bit of a leg up that the 45 cents from my just rinky-dink savings account is not going to get me. But if I can make $3,333 in 13 months and not really have to do anything, this looks like the route that I need to go.